Hey there, YouTube fans. How you going, man? So I've been struggling a lot with blood sugars lately, and I have an interesting theory. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm not exactly sure why, but I started to lose weight and it just snowballed, and I'm very happy about that. I still have a little bit of muscle, but not exactly sure why. I think it could be my diabetes meds. I came to a point where I started losing weight, and then with all my diabetes meds, how effective they are, they just block calories and I lost more weight. Or it could have been cetirizine, like I've done in another video, that removed histamine, inflammation, and then I've lost weight. Sorry about the washing machine in the background, but I got to get this information out while I remember. As I said, I've been struggling with the blood sugars. They've been high, like 300 to 400 in the American standard. My constant glucose monitor in Europe is now in the American standard, and sitting around 200 or so, 230, 200, whatever, by just cutting out all of the carbs, and it came down, but it's still high. Now, this is my point today. I think the problem is I may not be diabetic anymore. I may be in remission, and these meds are only serving to make my liver produce lots of glucose, or there's stress hormones, because it could be too low, right? My blood sugars could be too low. The washing machine's finished. Anyway, this is my point I'm trying to get out, is stopping meds, diabetes meds, didn't seem to do much of a difference at all, which was really surprising. And I think the answer is that I'm over-medicated. I have to take Glucobay, which is Arcabose, for reactive hypoglycemia because I've had gastric sleeve. But that's about it, I think. The other meds for fibromyalgia. But as far as diabetes meds go, I really think I need to back right off for several days and see how that goes. As I said, I'm wearing the Libre 2 constant glucose monitor to keep an eye on what's going on. Now, with anything, this is what's working for me, or what my problem is. Please check with your own doctor before you do anything. I'm kind of limited in what I can do here in Europe as far as seeing doctors and stuff, so I'm basically doing a little bit of a trial and error, but with an educated guess. So I'll try to keep you informed if you're following my channel, but I guess this video was mainly for me, but I think there is research. It is possible, especially like the Somogi effect that I've talked about before on my channel, that you could over-medicate, especially if you've lost a lot of weight. 131.8, I believe it was this morning. 131.8. I haven't been that weight in over 13 years, at least, maybe even longer than that. So when I was about 145.6, I did a video which I've talked about before, where I did a ugly cry, like Oprah Winfrey would say, where I lost a lot of weight. So I think it was about 20 kilograms, and I was in diabetic remission. Here I am, I'm lower, and wondering why I can't get my blood sugars under control. Hopefully I'm right with that, because that means I don't have to take a whole bunch of meds. Anyway, we'll see. It probably will take time to see what's going on with me, but I got to try that. I think that's the answer. I hope. I can't think of anything else that could be what's going on right now. All right, I'll leave it there. Hope that helps somebody out there. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Class dismissed. God bless. Teacher Sal out. Ciao.